Hi, this is Keith Furrow with Keith Furrow Associates. Today we wanted to talk about the resurgence of what we call HELOCs, or home equity lines of credit. For several years, most of those had been closed, and most of those were not available for most homeowners. But with the market coming back and people regaining their equity and being able to have a little cash reserve in the property, those are becoming more prevalent again. Now, how that is important is because if it's time for you to remodel the bathroom or the kitchen, or if you want to add a pergola or a deck or a pool or something, the cost of the money is usually a lot more affordable when you tie it with your property versus just going out and getting another loan. So another version or HELOC is what we would call a second mortgage, but anyway, it's called a HELOC. Now, what we're seeing that if you're going to get a contractor to do some work for you, they typically require half the money up front. So it's something you have to consider, and if you're getting a HELOC, they may or may not require an appraisal with that change. Most don't if you have the equity. It all depends. Each situation is different, but the lender is going to want to have some cushion, so they're in your equity. They're not going to allow you to use every last penny. They want to make sure that you've got some room in there, unlike what they did a few years ago. So right now, if you've got good equity and you're in the right situation, it's a good program for you. Now, the question becomes, what type of program should I get if I go that route? I always recommend fixed rates, especially with the rates being so low. It's a good opportunity to still take advantage of that. And so I would say fixed versus an adjustable rate. There are situations where adjustable rates work well for you. You need to talk to your accountant and your tax professional and your lender to determine what's best for you. But as a realtor, I recommend fixed. Now, when it comes to picking that contractor, I would look for one that has a good reputation, that you can work with well, that you personally have rapport with, you feel comfortable with. And some of the questions that we get is who buys the material and who supplies it. Now, the small incidental things, a lot of times the contractor supplies those and it's easier. But for the larger items, we recommend that you work with Home Depot or Lowe's or one of the local vendors in your area, because it will probably save you money buying that direct, provided that your contractor's happy with that and provided that they can provide the supplies when they need it. Because if you try to save a couple dollars and you buy it out of state or way far away, and then the house or the project's delayed and you can't use it, and you miss a deadline and you're paying for something that you're not using, that's something you have to consider. Again, I figure Home Depot and Lowe's locally are about the best as far as that program. I know it was two different subjects here, but they kind of tie together. We're seeing that they predict that 15% of the country will do some sort of remodel project in the next couple years, 15% of the homeowners. So it's a pretty good number. So those here at Keith Furrow Associates, we'd be glad to walk you through it, help you determine if you've got equity and if this is a program. We also have in-house contractors we work with closely. Keith Furrow, Keith Furrow Associates, have a great day.